don't you talk about everything that you're doing, because,
Okay. Oh, we're on, right?
yes,
Okay.
we're live.
All right. Let's. All right. So we logged into the desktop in Luna1. The power panel was already on because I actually set it up from home to take a few darks. So the green light is, when the green light is on, that means the main power is on. We're gonna connect the flip flap. That's for the optical tube. And since we're gonna be taking lights, we're gonna make sure first we're gonna close it, and now we're gonna open it. And it says running. You need to wait until it. Okay, so flap is open. Now we're gonna open SkyX. Alright, SkyX is on. Now we're gonna start connecting all the devices that we have with our system. Focuser, connect. Auto guider, connect. So there are four devices: focuser, camera, telescope, and auto guider. Okay, camera. Camera you can connect, or you can do temperature setup. Temperature setup is when you set up temperature for the sensor to cool down. Now it's set -20. Let's do -10. For now, it should be fine. It's not. We can do -20. It's October and it's relatively chilly outside. In the summer, doing -20 is not going to be possible when it's something like 80 degrees outside. It's not going to happen. The next is a telescope. We'll go to startup. We go find home, and that's how it's actually connecting, and then it's gonna slew to its home position, which will take probably about 5-10 seconds. So the plan for tonight is to image few objects. One of them would be, I plan on doing later, Pelican. For now, we're gonna actually try to set everything up to image Bubble Nebula. It's in a nice position right now in the sky. It's still rising, but it's nice high up already. You want to pick objects that are not close to the horizon in either side. The higher it is, the better. The less air it has to go to. So the better quality of image you'll get, and it's darker the higher you're shooting. So the telescope is tracking. That's good. Focuser status ready. Camera is ready, -10. Auto guider is ready. Okay, good. So now we go to our target. Go find, and we're gonna enter Bubble Nebula. Click find. I found it, and then hit this green slew, and the telescope is going to go to Bubble. You can actually see how it's going. Okay. Let's zoom in. Here's the bubble. We can click on this yellow. That's where the telescope's pointing right now, and we can actually hit frame just to see how our frame will look like on the sensor. This is important because if you pick an object that's too big and you can't frame it, that means you have to take multiple images of different parts of the object. Like this one fits nicely, it's right in the middle. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing is gonna go to camera. Let's see what kind of filter. We're gonna be shooting in H alpha because the bubble is emission nebula, and it's a good target for H alpha narrowband. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna focus. We're gonna click. It's actually in the camera. In the camera, there's a tab focus tools, which I use. Some people, you can actually use auto guider as well to take image and then to focus. There are multiple ways. But in focus tools, what it has actually, it can give you some graphs, which will make it a little easier to focus. So we're gonna take a photo. It's gonna take 2-second exposure. Oh, actually, we need to change filter to luminance. H alpha is not going to do it in 2 seconds. That's for our main imaging. Yeah, see, that's just not. Yeah, let's make it a little easier for now. We need to abort that. Hold on, abort. And go to luminance. Let's take a photo. So change the filter. Now we should be able to see more stars, and it should be a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. Let's zoom in to a section. They actually look very out of focus right now. Well, that's fine. Yeah, this is fine. Now we're gonna go to graphs. Okay. And we're gonna go to focuser, and let's see. It's the positions. It's set at 3650. If let's try to move one way. Let's do 1% in and out. Meaning you're gonna make that position, that number, a little smaller. Out, it's gonna make it higher. So let's go out by 1% on 3650. So it's gonna stop probably around 3700 or so, 3720. And first of all, we're gonna be looking visually how the appearance of stars change. Well, that's a little better. You can already see. And the numbers here. This number, they have flux. They should be as low as possible. So you go, right now it's 0.4, 1.4. We can make it lower. So let's go out another 1%. Now the stars visually, they appear a little smaller. So we're going the right way. So that's a good thing. I don't know why this number is not changing. Okay, it jumped. Well, let's just do this. Look at these two stars. See what it's gonna do. 5.25. Okay, we're back to 1.41. All right, let's go a little further as far as focus. Let's try 3860. guess the initial this line, for some reason, I guess it wasn't registering. So now see it's going actually the slope is going lower. That means the appearance the images look smaller. So that's a good actually. They'll go in the right direction. And maximum pixel value history. This is just obviously as the star is getting to focus, its core will be brighter because if it's blown up a little bit, it's gonna have less the value. Okay, let's go a little more. Yeah, it's 3.32 right now. Okay, so we're below 3. That's good. We can go a little further, I think. I think that's even better. That's how it looks. 3.2. Yeah, I think this is probably as good as it can get. Well, let's just do one more, just to see if it's actually gonna if this graph is gonna start dropping, and this actually is gonna start rising. That means we should go back one position, 1% less. I mean, so far so good. It's more or less same. Yeah, see, it's actually went up a little bit. Okay, let's click in once. 4070, and probably gonna keep it for now. And I'll usually check on focus every an hour and a half or so. It's as the scope moves and as the temperature changes, everything your focus position will shift a little bit. So you need to double check that. You can't just set it at 9 p.m. at night and then expect it to be the same at 4 a.m. It's probably not going to be the same. Alright, so for now we're fine. I'm going to close this. Minimize this. Alright, the next thing is the guiding. First we're going to calibrate. It is connected. We're going to click calibrate. These values, sometimes we need to play around with them to make them a little higher, but usually if it finds a good star right in the center of frame, or even if it's a little bit to the side, usually it does a decent job. Right now if it picks this one, it should be okay. If it picks the one close to the edge like that, that's not gonna probably calibrate very well, but this should work. Now this is not the star that we're gonna later pick. Or actually, yeah, we may just pick this one. So it's successful, which is good. I'll click OK. Let's take another photo. And now we're gonna pick a star to guide off. This probably, it's a little bit close to the edge, but I mean, it's doable. We can also do this one. Let's try. Double click on that one and click auto guide. And then we're gonna wait. Maybe it's gonna show us the image of the star zoomed in all the way. So it's taking 5-second exposure and then it adjusts basically amount. Let's click on graphs just to see how far off the center.
Put the crosshairs on.
Crosshairs. Yeah. So it shows here the guide error, and oh, my screen went out. Okay. Close this. I need to close this. It's low on memory. Okay, I'm gonna close Stellarium. Okay. So if initially first couple hits, that's fine. It should usually settle. But if you have after a minute or so, if they're like all over the place, especially beyond this 1 and -1, you can actually see here guide error. That means the tracking is not going to be good. So don't even bother starting imaging. That means picking another star or do another calibration. Multiple things you can do. But if they're more or less in the center, that means it's fine. You know, once in a while. Usually, when it's really guiding well, both of these lines, they're kind of, you know, they're really close to 0. I mean, so far this is not ideal. This is a big jump. The y-axis has gotten better, so it's x-axis is a little bit. Yeah. Okay, let's minimize this. Let's go to camera. Let's pick filter. I'm gonna do H alpha. Hold on. Focus tools is still taking images. So I'm gonna abort that. Photo. Okay. So yeah, it's getting better. This is fine. This is not the best, but it's doable. Let's minimize this. Now, temperature is -10. Again, we can do -20. Again, this temperature for different program, it means a little different. For SkyX, it actually sets. This is the temperature. This is not going to be -10 below. Some other ones will show you this the Celsius number that's going to be. It's going to basically drop 20 degrees, let's say, from ambient. So right now it's around 55 degrees outside Fahrenheit, which is about 12, 14 Celsius. -10 means we're dropping about 20 degrees, and the camera is capable of doing about maybe 40, 30. We don't want to do the maximum ever. We want to do maybe around 60, 70%. So this is fine. What else? The exposure time set at 1200 seconds. That's 20 minutes. For narrowband, this is fine. For anything luminance, RGB, that's probably a little too much. You should use a little less exposure. But for H alpha, for oxygen, 20 minutes is fine. Some people even go with 30-minute exposures because there's just so little light that you're trying to capture, right? So if you put this at 5 minutes, it's just not gonna capture a lot of light. So let's say H alpha. Let's take a look again at our graph before we start imaging. Yeah, this is getting, you know, in the center. This is fine. Should be good. Okay. All right, so we can do individually take a photo here, or we can do take a series. For now, we're just gonna take the individual one. take a series. Basically, you program a series, multiple. Let's say for a couple hours, you can do 1200 seconds. This is going to take 3 images. You can put 6, and you can you can put a light frame here. Obviously, it's not going to be dark right now. We're going to take light frames. But let's just do 1 for now. Light frame, 1 exposure delay. We don't need this. These should all be good, and we're just gonna.
You can do a short sub just to see what it looks like real quick.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Should we do luminance or H alpha?
Will it show in luminance or is it an HA target?
It's an HA target, but if we do short one, we're probably just gonna see a lot of noise. I mean, we can try.
5 minutes or something.
Yeah, we can do 5 minutes. Yeah, we can do 5 minutes. So it's gonna be 300 seconds. 300-second exposure, and take a photo. And yes, here it's going to be showing you progress. All right.
All right, I'm going to pause the microphone for a few minutes, right?
Mm-hmm. See if it
Okay, the
changes.
mic is hot again.
Okay, so the graph got bad, and if this happens, if it goes to 1 minus 1, you might as well just abort this particular image. It's gonna show movement. The stars are not gonna be precise. So I'm gonna abort this. What we're gonna do is in the order guide we will take a photo. And we will pick this star. Photo guide. Maybe that one was a little bit too close to the edge, or sometimes you pick a star that's actually a double star, or it's a good idea to usually, before doing another calibration stuff, to pick another star and see again. It usually gets gets it done. So far this is very promising. I'm gonna probably okay, now we're gonna go to camera and we're gonna take an image with our new guide star. Yeah, it's fine. So it's still 300 seconds test image. You can do the mic now.
mic's hot.
All right. So we had a few little bumps here. It looks like. Overall, it started very well. But
Les is watching, texting, yes, if you use autofocus. You focus manually, right?
yes.
So maybe before the next sub, try your autofocus. Or add focus, I should say. Let's see what this looks like.
Okay, well, this is the nebula. Let's zoom in. The stars. I mean, the stars look round.
Yeah, but they're way out of focus. They're too big.
They are. How can you tell? It's hard to see because I'm zoomed in. It's when you go away, you know, it's
Are they pinpoint?
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I mean, we can see, that's the one. That's a prior
Okay.
one. And this is the nebula. They're not elongated.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Okay, yeah. As far as the autofocus, I have not been doing autofocus. So
All right,
I'm
another
not.
day. Get your data. I mean, as long as that's.
Yeah. Okay, so let's minimize this. Let's see. Well, this is. I mean, this is very doable right now. This image, if all the points close, you know, between 0 and let's say minus 0.5, this should work well. Okay. So now we're gonna do. Let's do the longest portion. 20-minute one. And take a photo. Okay.
So actually, after the sub, you should refocus every 15 minutes.
After every sub?
It's metal.
Yeah, but that's gonna.
Only, well, autofocus.
Use auto?
That's why we use autopilot, because it'll take care and do all that for you.
Okay. Should I? I'm gonna. Do you want me to? Do you want to show how to?
Well,
how to
that's
autofocus?
that's. I mean, then we have to stop the whole thing and just continue what you're doing for tonight.
Okay. All right.
So that's that 20-minute sub you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take the mic offline, let that run.
Yeah. Alright. So we went to the object. This is the object I was imaging last night, and back in August. I want to get a few more frames of this nebula. I guess it's called Gamma Cygnus Nebula, and it's a very nice H alpha target. There's a lot of going on in there. Okay, go focuser, camera, focus tools. Go Loom. Okay, we are trying to focus again. Another way to focus is not by visual or by graph, but actually, I think the tool is called Add Focus 2, right?
Yes.
That's the one. Okay, we can try using it. Let's close this. Okay, let's abort this focuser. No camera. And focus 2. Alright, so we have samples, averaging, focus range. Should all be all the
Should
same.
all be the same. That should be
Okay,
fine.
so let's click OK. And I guess it's gonna be
Is this the one you're taking an image?
Hmm? Oh, is it taking longer exposure?
Kind of, it should slew to us. Yeah, no, there it is.
Oh,
Let's see what
okay.
this does.
So the weight. $37.70. Is it gonna tell us that it's gonna complete
Yep.
the procedure? Okay. How long does it usually take?
Doesn't take that long. Is it- Was the error too bright?
Cannot proceed. Saturated pixels found.
Too bright. You gotta reduce the exposure time.
Okay. This one, right? Exposure time. Point. It says 0.1.
1/10 of a second?
Yeah.
That's too long? That's not right.
I don't know. It says automatically set exposure time.
Yeah, just uncheck that.
This one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And now, what filter's on? Is there an NJAA? That's luminance.
Yeah.
That's dark. Half a second. I'll see, let that try. May not be long enough now, because it was trying to do.
Should we change it to something?
No, leave it. Just leave
okay.
it, because you're still.
Okay.
See, as soon as it comes up, make sure it's bright enough. That's still too bright. So what's the exposure time up there on the?
2
Wait.
seconds. Should we decrease it? 1 second maybe?
Yeah, it's gonna fail because that's too bright.
Okay, let's 1.
Yeah, or at least cut it in half.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well, is it, maybe that's for, okay, well, let's see.
that's the main camera too, right?
Mm-hmm. Still too bright?
Put the mouse over the center. See where, do the readout. What does it say?
Well, it says a bunch of
The first two is XY. The number on the right of that is the actual value.
it's 18734.
Right, so it's only 18K. Yeah, that should be all right.
18K, yeah.
I don't know why that would complain it's too bright. hit the focus tab, see if it's actually, I don't even know if it's moving the focuser at all.
Yeah, it's 3950. It was 3750 before.
Okay.
So it's doing 300, 39e, yeah. 300 range, it says, right, in the setup. 300 value up and down, I guess that's moving by that amount. Okay.
Right, the mic's back on. So it did complete autofocus fine.
Yeah,
At focus.
Okay, yeah, 3888 as the
So
value.
why don't you just take like a 1 minute luminous exposure just to see if the size of the stars changed from the last frame?
Okay, let's try that. Take a photo. Oh wait, we're in the wrong tab.
It's very close to the meridian. It's going on the other side of the meridian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's fine, but it's
Yep.
it's already on the filter wall's on the east side, so it's flipped. It's fine. 60 lume. Let's take it.
Are you water guiding?
Oh, I have not done that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay,
it
yeah.
worked out.
That's a better idea.
Sorry.
Since we went to new target. Okay. Water guider. This is not where we are. We are in here. Oh, the
Did you actually slew to the target?
it actually moved, right? When I did the focus.
No, I don't think it. I don't think it goes to G2. Actually, I'm not sure.
I
Just
think
we slew back to. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, I can see here. Yeah, see? It was on the other side. For some reason, it went really far to find a star. I mean, it should not really.
Was that your? Is that the spot you were shooting from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the. Let's frame this. That's the nebula I was shooting. It's a nice one. So that's around 4019, 2025. That's about coordinates. It's approximately, you know. Okay. So auto guider. We calibrated, but since we moved to new target, we should calibrate again, right?
Recalibrate.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Take this one.
There's that one.
It's a little close to the edge. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, calibrate fine. Yeah.
Good. Photo. Okay, we're gonna pick this star. Okay. see how it does. Okay, well, then I might as well just take exposure because we're doing 1 minute test exposure anyway, so. I don't know why it always seems like it has more pixels on.
It's
Okay.
not a square sensor. It's
Oh,
a 4480.
Oh, this way.
Yeah.
It has a. It actual pixels has a.
The
There's
pixels.
the sensors, but the pixels should be. Pixels.
The pixels.
Right?
The pixels are
Square.
square, but the sensor resolution is it's not square. It's 64480.
Interesting. What are those lines?
Which camera did you take the picture with? The
The main,
8300 or the
the main camera.
guide cam?
The main camera. Okay, let's try again. I don't know what that was. 60 wide Luna. This is the main camera.
Yeah, it's not blooming. It's weird.
No, it's the stars look round, but it's what's this?
That's wild. What's the temperature? Minus 20.
10. -10. I'm gonna move it to -20. But I'm gonna do H alpha. It's kind of 10:30. It's a little cool now, so it should be fine. Okay, well that's better.
That must just have been a readout thing.
Yeah. So I mean they
Yeah,
look nice.
Yep.
Look, there's so many of them. This is the star, the really star rich area. That's why there's so
Hey,
many.
go ahead and do your subs so you don't lose time.
Yeah. Alright, so it's tracking, guiding, sort of, sort of. I mean, at least it's not. Okay. Now, is it off? Your mic? Yeah.
Okay, the mic's hot.
Okay. All right. So we're doing 20-minute exposure right now on the nebula that I'm imaging. So it's gonna take obviously, another 15 minutes, and then I'll do a couple more of these. So that's a procedure pretty much for the night that I showed you how to set up everything and start imaging, and then it's a matter of time. You wait, do some other things, and come back and check focus and wait some more. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Vlad.
All right.